Growing up in the heartlands of Singapore during the 1980s, a really familiar song actually resonates in my memory. And it goes like this. 雾气在南方，雾落在南方，种种迷雾锁南洋. Sorry about the horrible Chinese singing. So 雾锁南洋, or The Awakening, some of you might remember it as growing up or living in Singapore during the 1980s. It's one of the biggest Singapore TV series or production produced by then Singapore Broadcasting Corporation or SBC. It launched in 1984, or this TV series was playing on your TV sets in 1984, tying in with the Singapore's 25th independence or 25th National Day. Do you know that actually I was watching a report on this about Usuo Nanyang on Channel News Asia quite recently, and they actually mentioned that the first on-screen kiss, even though it's just an innocent peck on the cheek, or lip on lip, is actually on this TV series, which is actually quite probably quite controversial during that time in 1984. And I remember rushing home to make sure that I was all ready. I've got done on my homework, had my dinner, planted my ass in front of a TV, turned on every night to watch the show. So Nanyang, this word actually comes up a lot in Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts, NAFA, Nanyang Technological University, Nanyang Coffee, or Nanyang Sauce. So what is Nanyang? Or predominantly, what are the sentiments of people working in Nanyang during that time? So Nanyang actually refers to Southeast Asia. It comprises of Singapore, Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Vietnam. So like the TV series Usuo Nanyang, it's about the exodus of Chinese immigrants arriving to Singapore by boat in search of a better life. They might be escaping poverty. There was a lot of chaos and war in China during that time as well. So imagine this scenario. So you almost sold your kidney for a ticket to go on that boat. It's like a sardine can. You're all packed in at the bottom, lowest level of the boat. No fresh air, no light, 15 days out at sea. You don't know anyone, people dying all around you. And many people like this, from China, they actually endure the arduous journey at sea. Not many would have found their sea legs. Those who actually find them ended up working as Samsui women or coolies in Singapore. So imagine, like the scenario that I mentioned, you arrived on foreign soil, it's really crowded port, you're scanning the area, you don't know anyone, and then you hear this familiar voice calling out your name. Agu means little cow. And this wave of relief rushes over you. And guess what? It's Xiao Kia, crazy boy. He's been to Nanyang 6 months before you and he survived. So he tells you about this really cool association, like a brotherhood that he joined. It helps you to find work, accommodation, treats you to meals and drinks and girls and gambling, and also lends you money if you need it. If you face any difficulty, they lend you money. So you know what? Welcome to the world of clans and secret societies in Singapore. So secret societies started off as clans for migrant workers in Singapore. It's about helping new arrivals find work, settle in, accommodation, and sometimes they have to resolve disputes. So secret societies are criminalized versions of the clan associations, and clan associations, are formed based on locality. So it could be the Hakka clan, Cantonese Teochew, Hokkien or Fujian clans, or surnames. So it could be the Lee clan, the Chan clan, the Tan clan, or the Neo clan. So like sororities, secret societies have a complicated set of initiation ceremonies that involves pricking your finger, letting out some blood, shaking hands, having crazy oaths, long oaths that you have to recite, and drinking chicken blood mixed with Chinese wine. So I don't know how that tastes, but it's actually quite creepy when you think about it. Breaking any oaths would mean that you lose certain part of your body. And those who join the secret society will be issued a certificate or receipt, which then they were told to guard it with their lives. So secret societies, being lucrative and all, invested in brothels, gambling dens, and opium houses located in Guqiazui, which is Chinatown, or in the Tanjong Pagar area. So this is actually quite smart of them, because they actually invest in addictive businesses like brothels, gambling dens, and opium, especially opium. So they actually always have a steady supply of workforce. They control this, and then they have the men who actually could work and in turn pay them with opium. So by the 19th century, in Singapore, secret society numbers actually dwindled due to the British Empire in Singapore at that time, and very strict policing by the government as well. So clan associations, though, those who stayed outside of the criminal activities, the clan associations actually prospered over time. So they not only helped new arrivals, but invested in social efforts like building schools, libraries, and hospitals. They also involved in actually assisting in proper burial of the clansmen, because these clansmen do pass away or die in Singapore without any help of families and relatives. So the clan associations come in and play a part. And during the funeral procession, they actually do hold clan banners and lanterns. The other clan members are actually expected to attend the funeral procession, and if they do face really strong penalties. So they all come out in full force. So your Hokkien clan or the Lee and Chan clan comes out in full force, a huge victorious, almost victorious send-off for the dead, and this is what they do, and they pride themselves for doing that. So clan associations do work towards preserving Chinese heritage, values, and tradition. So actually, I have with me here, this is a really cool book. It's called Singapore Shophouses. So they talk about different shop houses, because if any one of you who have visited Singapore before, you have noticed that we do have beautiful shop houses that have been preserved and turned into or maintained what they were before. So I actually do have this page here on the different clan associations, and it features two really old ones, which I'll actually add the information below, because you can actually arrange for visitations. You can actually visit them. They have a little tour going on, especially the Cantonese clan here. It's actually called the Kwong Koon, which was established in 1840. And this is still one of the oldest clans that pride themselves with the lion dance and dragon dance and kung fu as well. So I'll actually include the names and address of the location. It can be found like this one, I think, in Northbridge Road. There's another clan here that's at Ann Siang Hill. There's also clan associations in Bukit Paso in Singapore, so I will include a couple of those as well. So I hope you really enjoyed this little short snippet on what is Nanyang and the clans and secret societies in Singapore. So if you're interested, please feel free to drop a comment or message and I might be able to then delve further into what Nanyang is. And like I said, we do have Nanyang coffee and sauce, so maybe in the next video we'll talk about them as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. How is it?